Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, what is up? The King of Lightning here today, bringing you guys Toriko. La la, Toriko, chapter 300, that is 300 of Toriko. Huge, massive, epic milestone. We are here. Congratulations for all of us who have made it this far in the Toriko series, who have embraced the Toriko series for what it is. Nothing but greatness. Nothing but beastliness. Take it in. You smell that? That is the deliciousness of Toriko. That's what it is, man. So, here today, chapter 300, Gorytarus versus the four Heavenly Kings. And then, let me just jump over to the end of the chapter, because this chapter review is going to be fairly quick. The end of the chapter, we get to see Bambina. Bambina, one of the 8 kings, ruler of Area 7, the second largest continent within the gourmet world, and he resides on 100G Mountain. Now, apparently, according to what I read in the comment section of the live reaction that I did yesterday, he is a spider monkey. They're saying that the white, because to me it looked like white fur, but apparently those are webs. I can't really tell. I'll be very honest with you. Whoa, God, ugh. I don't know if they're webs or not. He's a spider monkey. I mean, I haven't done that much research into spider monkeys, to be very honest about that. My knowledge of spider monkeys is very minuscule. I would assume spider monkeys have phenomenal agility and flexibility and so on and so forth. But in the case of Toriko, he may actually spew out webs if in fact he is a spider monkey. Again, I don't know. So that's fascinating if that's actually true. Again, the webs, if they're actually webs, I mean, it could be his fur. It could be the waves he just designed. Not necessarily webs. So again, I don't know. I'm not too sure. But either way, he's still phenomenally powerful. Obviously. In fact, he has power, we all know. He dwarfs Heracles. And Heracles is disgusting. So, the fact of the matter here is that, given the environment, that is 100G Mountain, given the hype of the power of Bambina, it's going to have to be all 4 Heavenly Kings versus Bambina in order to attain pair. And by the way, I haven't seen anything on his body thus far that resembles pair, because all we saw was his face, his hair, and like a shoulder. So I don't see anything on his body yet that would be pair itself. Again, don't know. But I have to wait and see about that as this arc progresses forward. And also, I do want to say that when it comes to this chapter, and the chapter is the fight against the four Heavenly Kings versus Gorytarus, it only lasted 1 chapter. And I'm not going to lie to you, you had a lot of folks state in the live reaction that this fight went below the expectations. For me personally, actually, they were met. Because I'm not going to expect the same level of intensity of insane shit in this fight compared to, let's say, someone like Heracles, where Heracles is an 8 king. So, for me, it makes perfect sense that someone who is captured at 1,400 plus to be taken down by all of the 4 Heavenly Kings. However, my main issue is the fact that this chapter was only, this fight only was 1 chapter, which to me, I think is not cool. For me, it would have been better if it was at least 2 chapters, because I want Mitsutoshi to spend a lot more time when it comes to exploring and analyzing the regions of the gourmet world. And I don't know how many months Area 8 was from an arc length standpoint, but it felt really short compared to many of the arcs that we've had in Toriko. But then again, there are far shorter arcs in Toriko. They really are. It's just that the last arc that we had before the end of the first half, going on to the second half, the Cooking Island arc was actually quite long. So in comparison to that arc, obviously, these arcs are going to be smaller. But at the same time, I still want these arcs to like last, let's say, around 5 months. Again, I don't know how many months Area 8 was, but I don't think it was 5 months to my recollection. I don't really remember. So, no, I don't think so at all. So, again, I really want him to just take his time when it comes to exploring the regions. I mean, you have Area 7. This is the second largest continent in the gourmet world. It is over 300 square kilometers more than planet Earth, I think, to my recollection. It's huge. It's massive. You have so much to explore, and yet when you have the incident beforehand with Kaka, how, oh, well, I just have this convenient path that leads inland, and then we're going to take out one of the masters in one chapter. Let's slow it down. Let's just slow it down so we can embrace the gourmet world for what it is. Now, getting on to the fight itself, the fight was actually pretty good. Again, I gotta give respects to Goritarus, who's Goritarus. He took a lot of shit, and he didn't even die in the fight. I mean, normally I would expect the person to die, but what actually happened was he did not die. He got addicted. Coco. So the two folks that surprised me the most in this fight were Sunny and Coco. First thing is that I failed to actually notice this, but when it came to Coco and his Saiyan hair, it actually had Tommy Rod's face in the Saiyan hair, which kind of scares me because I'm wondering, so can Sunny use abilities of Tommy Rod? Because he consumed Tommy Rod. So maybe the Saiyan hair could, like, let's say, use certain aspects of Tommy Rod's gourmet monster, gourmet demon, because he consumed it. I mean, if he could spew out attacks back, like, for example, does Saiyan vomit, he absorbs some portion of the Apta energy that the Goritarus fired, and then he spews it back out at Goritarus with the Saiyan vomit. I'm wondering, well, can that apply to something like freaking Tommy Rod, who got the full-on Saiyan hair treatment? I don't know. I question it. But if he could, that means that he could use the powers of beings that he's fully consumed. And that's a scary thought. And then we go over to Coco. Devil poison. And I'm like, yo, made this guy into a druggie, into a massive meth head. Goritarus, who was all stanced up, like, yo, yeah, Enbu. All of a sudden, his now predominant stance is this. Oh man, you got the good stuff, Coco, you got the good stuff, nigga. I'm like, yo, Goritarus, damn. Like, you just see him at the end of the fight. Just, I'm like, yo, he took him out. And he's just addicted. That's crazy. But I'm not gonna lie to you, it was pretty cool seeing the way he countered a lot of shit. Enbu is convenient. He countered mad shit. He countered the Death Knuckle, he countered the mold spores, countered a lot of shit. However, what did throw me off was Toriko, because Toriko comes in there with the jet fork and his arm is gone. Just, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, really? Like, to me, I don't find that appealing, because it makes it seem as if like Toriko is like hands down at this point in time the most powerful, where I don't think it's the case. Abilities wise, I'll give it to Sunny. Coco seems to be very, very well balanced in all assets of combat. Zebra is the most destructive. Toriko, I would probably assume he has the most raw physical power, and he has the most durability, but I wouldn't go as far as to say that he has the best abilities or even the best speed, or so on and so forth. So my thing here is that I'm not liking the fact that Toriko just can seemingly, jet fork, and then it's over. I'm like, well, not over, but you know what I mean? Like, he takes out an arm. where in which you have the ape, countering all hosts of attacks from Zebra and Sunny and Coco, but apparently Toriko was uncounterable. So that to me I'm not liking, because it makes me really worry if they're gonna put more focus on Toriko again in this particular arc, where in fact it shouldn't be Toriko, it should be Zebra. It should be, I'm gonna say Zebra for now, because Coco and Sunny, even though they did impressive shit in this arc, in this fight, I think Zebra is the one who should be the one to take on. If there's ever gonna be a chance for a one-on fight between Heavenly King against Bambina, it's gonna be Zebra. It has to be Zebra. So when I see Toriko doing the crazy stuff, I'm like, no, hold on, wait, no. It cannot be Toriko. Let's not focus on Toriko. Area 8 already was Toriko centric, so let's not make that happen for Area 7, And whichever area has Earth and Adam, we all know that's going to go for Sunny and Coco. But again, let's make sure to bolster all of the Heavenly Kings when it comes to their characterization. And finally, the last point I want to get to, which I think is a lot more miscellaneous because it's not that obvious, but I did see this in the chapter. And I haven't really noticed it up until now, but even though they're named the Four Heavenly Kings, their powers seem to be very demonic-esque. And let me explain. You have, in the live reaction that I did, you have this moment where I realize that Zebra's attacks are named after Shinigami, death, that kind of stuff. When he does the death sound, his gourmet demon takes the form of a Grim Reaper. So that had me wondering whether or not his gourmet monster was the Grim Reaper itself. Death. And then we go over to Sunny, who's Satan. Has the Saiyan hair and the, all those types of variation of Satan. Coco used an attack called Devil Poison. Now, even though Satan and the devil are hand in hand, the thing here is that in a lot of cases, they're perceived to be different. At least from a lot of manga that I've read, and also in some forms of lore. But that's a different story. And then finally, you have Toriko, who has ogres. And the ogres, I forget what part of mythology they're from, and I think they're Shinto, but they represent that aspect of hell as well. The two ogres, the blue and the red, and someone did mention that there's a black one, or someone did say that there's probably a black, like another monster side Toriko. There's a third one. I don't know if that's the case or not, but I'm starting to wonder if these four have, because their gourmet demons seem to have certain aspects of actual demons in myth, in lore, if they themselves have tied to the end-all be-all of the demons, the Demon King, the one who devours the sun. So I question if that's the case or not. But it is fascinating to know that even though they are renowned as the Four Heavenly Kings, their powers do seem to go along the lines of demon and hellfire and death and despair, that kind of stuff. So overall, the chapter I think is a good plus chapter, and the fight did meet expectations aside from the fact that it was just one freaking chapter when it should have been two. And Bambina is just chilling despite the fact that one of his boys lost. It doesn't matter. He's just cool. Whatever. I'm not even move. I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna turn my face once so you guys can see me, and then I'm gonna look back, do my thing. So that's it. And he does have that mass murderer's face, and it's pretty, it's not, because Bambina, even though he has that really creepy face, that mass murderer's face, it's also kind of childish at the same time. So it's childish, but at the same time it's very sinister. Like on some Jigsaw shit. You have a little puppet on a car, and then it looks kind of cute at first, and all of a sudden, you want to play a game? You're like, fucking, whoa, what the hell was that, dude? Damn. So That's what I'm getting from Bambino right now. But you know, I'm done. Chat ring overall is going to be good plus, and I'll see you guys later. Rate the video, comment, subscribe. Peace. Have a nice day.